behavioral psychology, jobs and stress. Okay, jobs, stress, still talking about stress. Okay, go.
Top 10 most stressful jobs. What do you think they are? Neurosurgeon. Oh, they all come out looking really, really old, don't they? Even younger rocks. Soldier, okay. Soldier. What else? Tony? Fireman? Yes?
I would say like maybe some like factory job or something.
Teacher. Factory job. What's going to be on there? Teacher. Teacher. Teachers of AP Psychology. Lawyer. Preschool. Take a look. Digest.
What's a force that someone who's like
Not like swamp loggers on Discovery Channel. I mean, like life or death, apparently. But
like, if you're a millwright, you like live in a medieval village and like.
right, yeah, you only come out during medieval times, right? Someone who makes things out of what's the millwright? Makes things out of wood. I want to say makes things out of wood, like with dowels and with spinning like chair legs. I want to say. Questions, comments, suggestions.
Why isn't like neurosurgeon on there?
Why isn't neurosurgeon on there? Why isn't neurosurgeon on there?
Oh wait. I have.
Yeah, see medical interns on there, but that
So you think this is a money thing?
I have.
Really?
I have a job.
Our favorite Chicago Bull just signed a $60 million contract yesterday. Joakim Noah, you think he has less stress now? It's compensated. Interesting. Here's my take on neurosurgeons. A lot of neurosurgery patients don't live, so expectations are low, right? We don't get all freaked out when the conjoined twins undergo surgery and they both die. We get freaked out when someone goes for like an arm setting with a broken arm and they die from complications. That's not normal, all right? But neurosurgery is not that necessarily normal type of surgery. Yeah. Talking about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking about who wanted to win.
Yeah.
And he just like said there's something.
And you didn't share that in the neuroscience. You didn't. That's all right. My wife had some back surgery done a few years ago by and the surgeon who did it was the head of neurosurgery at Evanston Hospital. And he says he does that just to keep kind of fresh. You know, where is he doing his surgeries on what part? And he's working on the head, so he just needs to stay fresh a little bit, like making a little more space in the vertebrae for the nerves to go through where she was having her pinch. So he just kind of came down and was slumming it for a little while for these spine patients. Yes.
This summer I learned. I mean, okay. Apparently, I don't know. I think it should be on there, but vets for racehorses apparently are extremely like. I mean, I don't know. I was like thinking. I mean, I want to be a vet, so I was like asking someone about all the different vet jobs. And they're like, whatever you do, don't become a racehorse vet, because if one thing goes wrong with the horse, they get sued because the people who own the horses then want a new horse, so they don't have the money for it, so then they reduce to a vet, and so usually you lose more money than.
And there's not a lot of opportunities to heal racehorses. If something breaks, they're put down. Last two comments, yes.
I was just wondering why soldiers are.
It's a good question. It's a really good question. We had, Steve, you was in here? Yeah, we had a former student in here yesterday who just came back on leave from Afghanistan. He didn't seem that much stress, and you know what's interesting, in all the accounts that I've read and the people that I've talked to, is that it's a peak and valley kind of thing. You're either way stressed or you're so bored that this boredom is causing some stress. So that's a good question though. And I also think and maybe this magazine doesn't necessarily consider that as an occupation, right? No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying. Yes.
I know somebody's a forester, like up in Arcata, Alberta, in
Yep.
and she has to carry a shotgun around with her because actually she doesn't go stressed about it.
What?
Yeah, no, seriously. Let's just carry a shotgun because there's like in Oakland County they have like these like migrant workers that just go.
What do they grow?
They'll shoot forces.
Yeah.
Anyone that goes past.
Yeah.
You're always listening back.
I think that's probably not the norm for all foresters, but no, I completely agree. Does anyone see any correlations happening here? Any similarities?
They involve a lot of people.
These do.
Yeah.
These are kind of group occupations, right? Where there's a lot of social interaction. These are kind of singular. These are kind of independent. These are kind of individual, right? I'm sorry? Bookbinding's pretty social? Your experience with that is what?
I do it.
You had a dream once about being a bookbinder? We'll talk about that later. Alright. Good. Oh. Anyone question why one of these might be up there? Anyone have an issue with this? You guys been reading about miners recently?
Yeah, all really out.
Where is that? Is that in Venezuela? No.
They always die.
No, where is it? Right now. They're about to rescue them. Have you heard about this? It's somewhere in it's Chile, right? It's Chile. And there are 30 miners who've been trapped underground since August. Have you heard about this? Their exit blew up and collapsed, and they drilled a little tube, and then food's been going down through there. And it was fascinating because they brought over NASA scientists. NASA, you know what NASA is, right? Yeah. NASA psychologists, and they were trying to work with the Chilean experts on what's happening down in this hole in 2,800 feet underground, psychologically. What's happening to these men? They're freaking out?
They have no sense of finding the space. Like,
but here's a great question. The great question was, they were begging for cigarettes. And the Chilean experts and NASA said no. Does that increase or decrease stress?
Increase.
It increases stress a little bit. Why were they asking for cigarettes?
smokers.
They're smokers and
They're stressed.
what do we perceive smoking to do to your stress levels?
Down.
Does smoking decrease your stress levels?
No.
Not really. Not really. Yeah. You might feel like it does, but it doesn't decrease your stress levels. And they finally caved in and said, all right, take whatever you need. So they were pumping music down there. There were debates on what kind of music they were going to listen to. They were talking about exercise regimens down in this hole, and you know.
Why didn't you get them out?
Yeah.
You remember West Virginia, right? They had to, this was like 5 or 6 years ago. They had to drill a giant hole to put down a little capsule cage in, right? And one person came up at a time. And I just saw the news this morning. They said they're really close. They said they weren't going to be there until the end of October or November. Apparently they're very close now. Very hard rock, apparently. But they're going to come out one at a time. It's going to be an amazing story. But their stress is going to be...
They all survive.
Yes, they've all survived so far.
Like a dead body.
Oh yeah. Apparently they have a lot of space, and it's also, what I read, it's also like 90 degrees. I can't imagine. Your stress level's going up right now, thinking about their time of showering. All right, super quickly. Take a look at this.
That makes more sense.
Death rate in certain occupations per 100,000 people involved. Yes, no, that'd be private. Yeah.
Wait, I don't think the 92.4 or like another different blue collar.
92.4%. That's 92.4 people. I don't know what year this is. This is a bad graph, but take a look. How many people watch the Discovery Channel? Deadliest Catch. Hello? Is that an occupation you choose by choice?
No.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Structural iron and steel workers. Has anyone ever seen any of those pictures of the building of Chicago skyscrapers, kind of turn of the century, early 1900s? Who are the people who are doing all the high work? Disproportionately. I want you to think about this. Have you heard about this before? Native Americans.
That's what, like, they don't put
Native Americans.
Isn't there a thing that they have it for the heights or something like that?
I don't understand why it is, but they performed fantastically, 30 or 40 stories up. Garbage collectors, farmers and ranchers, roofers, why? All up the roof. Electrical power line installers, they touch the cord. Drivers, sales workers, truck drivers, taxi drivers, chauffeurs. Does this correspond to stress levels?
Not necessarily.
Swamp loggers on Discovery Channel. I mean, they're like either drowning or they're snakes or logs are flying through the air. I mean, is that a job that's going to have a high stress level? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, we're discovering a couple of types of stress that we will get into in a lot more detail tomorrow. We are planning on having a quiz tomorrow, folks. Please make sure that you are up to page 106 in your reading. Most likely, the quiz will be at the end of the period. So those